Hey there, Starshine. This is Smadar from Song of Stones, and I am a crystal whisperer, which means I speak to stones and they speak to me. And I'm here with a crystal that's been speaking quite vibrantly. That's the word that's coming to me. And it is a fairy quartz crystal. It might look familiar to you. I spoke to you about it a couple of weeks ago. And so first of all, let me introduce you to this crystal. It is a fairy crystal. It's very similar to spirit quartz, except the druze that grows on top of the crystal underneath is finer. So you get a little bit more of a sparkle. And they are known as fairy quartz crystals. And this one really has the presence of the fairies are felt so strongly here. And last time I noticed that this crystal at the side here kind of reminded me of an ear. And I thought that was interesting. I didn't give it a second thought other than the fact that it was maybe wanting us to be more present in our listening. Maybe there was something that we needed to hear, and that this crystal was talking to us about listening more deeply. And that was very true, but there was going to be more. And if you remember, I spoke a little bit about how I thought that this this shape and this cup-like cavity reminded me a little of a mushroom cap, which has a very strong connection to the fairies. Mushrooms and fairies, well, they go together, for sure. But then I noticed something else. I noticed that the crystal itself, when you hold it this way, looks like an ear. So there's a deepening of this message of listening. And so I did. I listened. And what I heard was so magical, and it really blew me away. And that was that this crystal is here to show us how to hear the way that the fairies do, to hear the fairies, to hear the fairy song, but also to hear how fairies hear, to listen to the world in the way that the fairies do. In a sense, to put on fairy ears. And that's really quite a magical gift. And so what message the fairies have for us with this, through this deep fairy listening, I don't have yet. And it wasn't until just this moment, sharing this with you, that I opened to the message that there would be a message from the fairies. And I guess you will have to stay tuned and wait for this this weekend's Sunday Sparkle to hear what that message is. I'm trusting that it will come through. Until it does, I won't say for sure, but that's what I'm sensing at the moment. So stop by at the website and have a peek at this crystal, and tune into the video from a couple of weeks ago where I talk more about this sparkling being. And if you're not signed up for the newsletter, I invite you to do so. We'd love to have you in our community. And when I say we, I'm talking about me and the crystals, because it's basically just me and the crystals here at Song of Stones. Yeah. So I will see you then, and I hope that I will have a fairy message for you.